അങ്ങനെ ഇരുന്നാൽ മതി.
മനസ്സിലായി. Hey guys, I decided to go on live today. It's Sunday. It's going to be 9 p.m. in Dubai. Sorry about the flickering lights. Makes it more attractive, I guess. But so we're making these back-to-back reports, videos. See, I think I'm personally trying to figure out ways how to reach a mass audience. Light അതെന്താ നോക്ക്. It's fine. So how to reach a mass audience? So sorry, I'll just lights annoying actually. So sorry guys. Switch off lights. Is that nice? Much better, much clearer. Yeah, so there are two very important launches happening on the 5th. So there's a limitation on how many people I can reach, in a certain amount of time. So I'm trying my best to reach a crowd. Give me a second, I'm sorry. Hello, Mr. Mahmoud Tilakhujev. I hope I pronounced your name right. Please forgive me if I pronounce your name wrong. That's the idea. I'm trying to put across my thoughts as much as possible. I have a certain amount of knowledge about the Dubai real estate market. I'd like to get those thoughts out there. Jamal Tana, how do you feel about bricks? Depends on, are you talking about bricks and wood, or are you just talking about bricks in general, like precast, like construction quality? Do you prefer like a precast from China, or do I prefer the typical bricks and mortar construction quality? I prefer bricks. And if you ask me about bricks and wood, no comments. I'm not going to speak against any other brokerage firm. I'm just live on YouTube. Can I speak to you later? Is that okay? I'll speak to you later. I'm live on YouTube. So hello Vinayak, how are you? Hey, we're from update, but on WhatsApp, but no reply. Avinash, so now I have this new process. I've started this new. Sorry, there's just so many. That's a very interesting comment. I know about that. So Avinash, I have a new process. I've hired a secretary, very has many years of experience and is very professional. So as soon as I receive a message, she gets the message. She will contact you. She has to. She hasn't. She's gonna hear from me, so she's gonna contact you. She'll schedule. So she has my calendar. So she's gonna schedule a meeting, and then I hit that meeting. I completely understand the client's requirement, based on which I decide. Okay, this is the report. These are the products that make sense, and I prepare a report for that client. And then I have like an operations person who's going to make sure that you get that report. And then I'm hiring a customer relationship managers. So what I feel like there's a big lack in the current system, including me. I've been a part of that system where, so we are on this constant cycle, right? So customers or clients need that attention, and a consultant will naturally be unable to provide that maintain that consistency of service in terms of client relationship. So I've decided to have client, because a commission based employee is always on the run. He's always like boom, 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 let me close deals. So I've decided to hire some people on salary where they make sure that the client's taken care of. If they have any concerns, even small things, concerns, trading, Airbnb, everything will be taken care of. So I'm really working on upgrading the process. In between, what happened is I tried to pass it on to agents that really diluted the purpose. Where I so I had a complaint. So it was funny. Today I had a call with one of the clients from the UK. She was like, one of your consultants offered me Danube and I blocked him. I'm like, good job. And she called me. She's like, Zohaib, I knew you. And I'm not supposed to say this on live. Okay, but this is a live chat. So she's like, I know Zohaib, you'll never give me that product. So I'm like, yes, I wouldn't. And at that price, at that particular price point. Fair enough. She did make money out of Danube, because back in the day, somewhere around 2013, she had bought some miracles in Silicon Oasis. She bought a womb bed around 400,000 dirhams, and she made some profit. But it dilutes the quality. So I realized that I cannot, unfortunately, give it to consultants again. I'll have to manage schedules better, operations, customer relationship manager, build it that way. It makes sense. Um, okay, so I'm talking a new currency that's the UA is going to be part of BRICS. I have to study about this. That's so, Mr. Turner. You completely got my attention for like 20 seconds over there. I was like, okay, this I need to research on. I am, see, I know about the BRICS, like the China, Russia, India, Saudi, that entire alliance, but they're coming up with the currency, so I have to research about that. Nostalgic cars, brother, my brother. We have to listen to the boss first. So yes, I understand. I got a call. Oh, you got I got a call from the boss as well. So yeah, my son is so upset because it is a Sunday. So I begged home. I told them that listen, just Baba's got 2 days. 2 days is launch. There are two very important launches. So on the 5th. So once the launch is done, Baba's going to take a day off. And I'll be at home. So. But unfortunately, that's it, right? On these launch dates, the best units go out, and then I'm not interested if I don't get the units I like, So it's complicated, and it's tough to get hold of a bigger crowd. So you mentioned Navni launching Avenue on 5th of September. Do clients have to buy on 5th? It means that it starts to sell from 5th of September. So what I'm going to do is, so I've made today. I was all day in the office with my team, and we have made multiple videos, multiple, because see, I hate going to clients and saying buy Navni, because I would not buy that way as a person myself. For me, why buy Navni? So I made one report. I call it the macro analysis, where I'm comparing Dubai Creek Hub, Dubai Hills, Valley, Dubai Islands with Navni, because I think if you're an investor, you need to understand all the products in the market. It just makes sense. Then I made a specific analysis where I'm comparing Nabni with the best products in JVC. So in JVC, I like Belgravia, I like Zaya Hemnani, I like Chima, I like Oxford, I like Beverly. So I compared those products. Then three, I made a cash flow analysis in terms of like, okay, at which stage can I exit from that investment? So I made these three reports. I've explained those three reports and I made a series of videos. So now when those videos come out, it'll make sense. I can't just I don't know how I can't just forward you brochures and say buy. have to give you an analytical reason as to why it makes sense to me. If it makes sense to you, you can let me know. Even then, there's a catch. What the catch is? Like, see, now Avenue 4 was selling, trading between 850,000 to 1.1 million. Now, I always picked up stock in Avenue up to 970. I've picked up stock up to close to a million dirhams. I've picked up stock, but beyond that, I did not buy. So similarly, in Avenue 5, it makes sense. They bumped up the prices. Now the prices are 950 to, so the price per square foot changed from 1100 something. They've gone up to 1250, 1250 dirham per square foot. Now I'm explaining to investors as why this is important, because the people who invest in Avenue 4 should make a profit, right? They so if they don't make that 100,000 for their 350,000 investment, if they don't make that profit of 100,000, they're not going to invest in the future. So this is a healthy ecosystem that developers build. So it's very important that they make profit. So now the prices are bumped up, but now in the launch, a same process. I want to pick up those units. The right view, the right floor plan, and between 960 and 1 million. So in total, there are about 35 one bedrooms. The ones that I want are probably 15. So it is a little complex. Same case with Greenside. In Greenside, again, I want in Dubai Hills. There will be few units that I like that'll have a nice view. We'll pick up those units. So it's very challenging for a person like me. I cannot just buy any product in a building. I'm very picky. I'm very choosy. And for me, see, so if a consultant, if a client, so I have like a list of clients, right? So I'm trying to. So with them, I have to. They have trusted me that okay, I'm going to give them a good investment opportunity. So I cannot miss out on informing them. Okay, this product came. Then we understand. We're at the launch. We have understood that these are the products that we want to trade. Now, if we don't get this product, I'm absolutely fine. So let's suppose you've come to me and you're like, okay, we're going to invest onto this product. I'll give you another example. In Creek Waters, when Creek Waters launched, I was extremely clear. I want you 2 beds. There was 1-0 and 0-1, both on the center in the middle, full creek view, between second floor and 10th floor. Why? Because after the 10th floor, EMA bumped up the prices. Between second floor and 10th floor, the prices were 2.25 to up to 2.6 million. That's it. And above that, it went 2.7 million upwards. So I was like, I only want the ones between 2.25 and 2.5. So once that was done, I said, we're done. We're not buying anything more. We're done. One beds in Creek Waters one. There was one series that made sense because it was, let's say this is the building. This is the building. On this side, so this faces the park, this faces the creek. On this side, there was this series which actually when Creek Tower comes up, we'll have a nice view. So only that. And in Creek Waters 2, the building was mirror image. So that series did not make sense. So I picked up only that one series of home beds. And now I told you then that in November, December, Creek Towers will launch. It might come up as a different model, but it will launch. Now, when Alabar launched the Creek Waters, I have all the buyers come back to the market saying, "Oh, Zoe, thank you so much for making us invest into this product. We bought it at such a good price." And I was like, touch wood. You have to do that due diligence. Sorry. Okay. Mohammed Jawad, looking to see you soon in Dubai. Interest Dubai Valley and Creek Hub. 100%, sir. 100%. Will there be an address residence in Dubai Hills and Mina Rashid? In Dubai Hills, it's already launched, right? But they were villas. They were address villas. In Mina Rashid, I'm not sure. I hope there is. It'll be a very good product. As of now, I think Mina Rashid is a huge project. Have you seen the size? It's not that one section. It's that entire. It's going to be like a little beachfront area in that side of town. So I think they should eventually come. As of now, the ones that are going to come would be regular low-rise residential buildings. Kingwish, thank you for inspiring me. Your videos have been very helpful for me to guide my clients. That's my wish, brother. It feels really good. I've it's very nice. When I was getting these messages, when I get these messages of people who make it, I've guided a lot of people, brother. That's what I do. What is the best way to be a part of your team? Shake, 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 shake. I'm so now slowly when investors deal with me, right, they understand I won't call it an OCD, but I'm emotional. I'm so picky. I'm a perfectionist, So the people in my team, it's like just all the cards out. My secretary is my wife. She was a marketing head in the company I work. So I know she's really really good, and she knows how to manage me. So boom, bang on. There's no one better would be able to manage clients and make sure that I'm on time for that meeting. Social media manager is a brother I know really well. The operations person that I'm hiring are my classmates. They're like I knew them from when I was 4 years old. So everyone that I really trust. Because in Dubai I've had very very bad experiences with people. So I've now become paranoid about people. So today, for example, I gave a client to these agents, right? And I'm very clear with my agents that first, I mean, you have to be honest. You can't sell bad products. You can't take that negative karma. You cannot do that. Think long term, but you cannot put those thoughts into people. Now, especially when it's an international investor, they are trusting me, and for me, that's I'm very grateful to the Almighty for that. So when they give a wrong advice, it really ticks me off. So it's really complicated to join my team. I am I'm very weird that way. Mr. Turner, it's always hot in Dubai. How come you never sweat in your, in your suits in your videos? In a funny way, this is my favorite outfit. If you ever find me in Dubai, you'll find me in a t-shirt, sweatpants, cap. I'll have my smartwatch. I'm checking my steps. I'll have these walking shoes. So that's it. I love comfort, but I think looking professional, that certain grooming or consultant, it's very very important. So when I'm going to meet clients, I always make sure I dress a certain way, including again I'm a perfectionist. So really, how hair is, how you smell, how you present yourself, very very important. So same thing in videos. So my father-in-law is a retired Air Force wing commander. So he's the one who groomed me, started grooming me. He's like, you cannot dress like this. So he's the one who first bought me cufflinks. He literally bought my entire wardrobe, tie, cufflinks. He taught me how to polish shoes. He's like taught me actually how to polish shoes, and he's like, no, absolutely not. You cannot dress this way. Be professional. And so it's very recent. So very recently, he's like, the biggest issue you have, so hey, is that you don't know how to dress well, and he really taught me how to dress really. So, and after I started dressing, after following my father-in-law's instructions, I realized that it changed my life. People really, clients just started flowing in. Small things, including is like, you will never wear those funny shoes which shows your legs. That is disgraceful. Wear proper socks, and every single bit. Pocket square. he the funny way my father-in-law groomed me, so so now I'm used to it. Long story short, I'm used to it now. So do you think investors that aren't going to live in Dubai full time should invest in condos or hotels? I don't know. See, I'm not a fan of condos and hotels because when you go into that entire hotel pool, right? I like. See, my perspective again. See, I can give you the numbers on those. For example, the Rove hotels by EMA. We could look into that system, and now I know Okta has come up with this Rove downtown. But my perspective is that I like having control over my investment. I need to know, like if I'm doing an Airbnb, I'm going to go and check how my host is treating my guest, and I want every single guest to give me a 5-star review with a comment that they should be leave happy. It should be like, oh wow, this was a great experience. And then I come into branding that every investor of mine has a certain brand. Every property of his has a certain style, and that host name should get famous, should at least get prominent in this particular area that we decided to Airbnb. So so that's me. I like having control over things, especially when it comes to business. I can't depend on a management because then I'll start overthinking. So it just makes more sense, right? You always achieve more ROI when you're doing Airbnb on your own. Anand Shrestha, your video are mostly high-end products. Can you also make videos for location companies projects around 450 to 600,000 AD? Suggestion genuine. Anand, the problem is I'm not selling high-end products, but I have a concept about investment. Investment should make money. Makes sense? Investment should make money. If I'm investing towards a product, it should make me money. It can be ROI where I generate income, it can be ROE. But what if I invest into a product, I spend 600,000 dirhams, and then when I try to sell it, it becomes 400 or 450 or nobody's buying it. I get stuck in an investment. Then I would rather buy 6 cars for 600,000, 6 cars and trade on them. I'd rather I'll go to an auction, I'll buy cars, I'll trade them. I won't buy a wrong property. If See, there was a time, for example, Bengati, they used to sell up to last year Nova, they had one bed at 600, 650,000, sometimes even 550,000 before that. That time I used to tell people, let's buy it. It makes sense because I'll make good ROI on Airbnb. Now, I don't have now the people who, like, for example, in this 450,000 mark, there was this product called Laya Heights in Studio City. So when I went to Studio City, I went to see Laya Heights. I loved it. I was like, this is amazing. Bang opposite Arabian Ranches. I like it. And then it suddenly hit me. I'm like, I know the owner. Indian guy from Africa. We worked together in 2013. I know the owner of the entire product. So so then I went into the building. So the show apartment had a height of around 3 to 3.3 meters, but the actual apartment had a height of 2.7 meters. You're disturbing my life. Yes, thank you. So, so see, if there is a good product, I promise you, I will speak about it if the product makes sense. But if the product doesn't make sense, I will not. I've had friends asking me, should I buy? I'm like, no, don't buy. Your hard-earned money. Enjoy your money. You want to invest somewhere, invest in gold. Where else can you invest? I like buying cars, buying and selling cars. So buy watch. I don't know. Buy a watch. Buy a nice Rolex. But don't buy a useless investment. In Dubai, you can make money. You can lose money. Don't lose money. That's all. Mohammed Jawad, is it possible still to find good investments for 200,000 euros for a two bed in a B location. So 200,000 euros translates to around a million dirhams. A two bed for a million dirhams. Yeah, of course, you can find a two bed for a million dirhams. Definitely. In fact, there's a location that I really like a lot. It has potential. Nashama Town Square. I think it's a beautiful location. It's a bit far off, but it has a lot of potential because Nashama was developed. See, there was a purpose, during 2016, there was an intentional purpose by the government where, we want to target the middle income sector. So that's when Damak Hills to Nashama Town Square, Eden, they all came out then. But now the whole focus has shifted to the luxury and ultra luxury segment. So it's definitely possible. Dubai Hills or Mina Rashid? If I want to invest in the next 1 to 2 months in Email, Mina Rashid. See, now I'll tell you the difference. Dubai Hills today and forever will be one of the best communities in Dubai. Ready infrastructure, stable. No COVID can hit Dubai Hills. Beautiful. It's right bang on the center of Dubai. Mina Rashid is a sea. Sea will always have hold value. So, but it's not ready. Mina Rashid will take time. Mina Rashid, Creek Harbor, Mina Rashid Creek Harbor will take around 5 to 8 years. Dubai South Palm Jebel Ali will take around 15 years. So it depends on your plan. So that is why I'm explaining on in this video of mine. I'm doing a cash flow analysis between Valley, Dubai Hills, and Furjan, Nabni. So in that cash flow analysis, I'm telling you the difference. See, if we invest around 2.4 million in Valley, in 2026 we can probably cash out close to a million dirhams. How? Because by 2026 I've paid around 1.6 million. I've paid around 80% of the value. So I can cash out 1.6 million. I mean, on 1.6 million dirhams, if I sell it at 3 million, I make around 53% ROI. 53%. So it makes sense, but it's 3 years. Now, some people tell me 12 to 18 months. Then I tell them, okay, but so the duration is high. So the amount I make also 2.4 million, 1.6 million I invest, I sell at 3, I make at least close to a million dirhams in profit, which is fantastic, but it takes 3 years. Now, Dubai Hills, I know I cannot make that kind of profit. Dubai Hills, if I'm buying it around 2.5, I know the price will never drop. It won't drop. I know I can always rent. I can anytime Airbnb my property. It'll hold. It'll stay strong. See, land is limited in Dubai. It will stop. The supply will stop. 3 years tops. There'll be nothing. There'll be no new development. The off-plan market will end. Right? Very limited. It'll be a majorly secondary market gig. So those are the times where these communities are going to still hold strong. Communities like, see, Emirates Living District, 25 years, Springs, Meadows, Lakes. That's one section. Next to that, Jumeirah Islands, next to that, Jumeirah Park. They will always hold value. 25 years, That's why in COVID, have you heard Springs falling in price? Why? Springs is falling apart. Still, people want to stay there. And if I tell you the Airbnb stories of Springs, you'll be shocked. I think people are one of the people who make highest amount of money in Dubai for Airbnb is not in Dubai Marina, it's Springs. Bhargav Acharya, is it possible to get a two-bed apartment with a sea view from a good developer of 2.5 million? Mr. Acharya, if you WhatsApp me today, I can give you something best sea view of Dubai for 2.7 million from a fantastic developer with a post handover payment plan. I'll tell you which product it is. It's basically DR Markasa. I have a cancellation, so I can get it still at 1,800 per square foot. It's a buyer from US basically. So he bought in Blue Water Islands. He bought in Imperial Avenue. He bought Creek Edge, a 3-bed. Now he also invests in Markasa, but he's like, I think it's a little too much. Let's liquidate something and then we'll reinvest. He only buys fantastic properties. So it's on a high floor. I've got full Mina Rashid, Dubai Island, sea view, high flow, fantastic, fantastic property. So there's an opportunity, and it's on a 76/24 payment plan. So point number one, 1,800 dirham per square foot. Right now, Coral Reef, Anwa Aria is selling at selling at what, 2,500 to 2,700 dirham per square foot. So point number one, it's a big win. We're buying it at 1,800 dirham per square foot. Point number two, it's on a 76/24 payment plan. Means you're paying 76% up to handover, 24% you're paying 2 years post handover. Means you're only paying 76% of the value, 24% will pay for itself. So you can, if you, so technically it's 2.5 only, the rest will pay for itself. In fact, less. Okay. So want to invest 1.5 million dirhams. Please suggest good products for within this budget. 1.5 million. You can invest in Nashama Town Square. It's decent. Not, it's a bit far off, but at least it's a good community. A good community will always hold value. You can invest Furjan. I am a big fan of Furjan. I think JVC is gonna face very soon a big oversupply. I love Furjan in terms of location. There's Palm Jubilee right in front. There's the new airport coming right behind. There's a metro station. Discovery Gardens is big. Even Batuta Mall, fantastic mall. So IKEA is right next door. Fantastic, fantastic location. 1.5 million. If I share you the ROIs, it's insane. I'll share your report. Please do WhatsApp me. I'm going to note these names. Bhargav Acharya, Vinayak, please WhatsApp me. I will send you some reports and you can see it's phenomenal ROIs. When does the first payment start for products that aren't finished yet? It starts when they're launched, so it's a process, right? So you're paying around 10%, then you pay construction linked, as and when they complete construction, you're constantly paying. Mohammed Jawad, what are your opinions about Expo City area for the future? I have no idea. See, it's beautiful. It's amazing. I mean, wow. It's so beautiful. But it's, for me, I told you I was driving and driving, and that's such a long drive. And entire throughout that entire area, there was nothing there. So, I mean, technically, so when I drove from Modon to Arabella to Expo, took me 15 minutes. So it's not so bad. I think it has a lot of potential. The prices are steep. I mean, for that value, I would invest somewhere else. But um, I expose that product where, see, a one bed at close to 1.5 million, it's very hard for me to understand Expo at that price. So after which city is going to emerge as real estate hub? If land is going to exhaust from Dubai, see, there's no real estate hub. What's going to happen once land exhausts in any city in the world? Once land exhausts, when the supply is done, that's when the market stabilizes because there's no supply. Then yes, for a certain period the prices will increase. It'll stabilize. So for the next 2 to 3 years, the prices will increase. It'll stabilize based on international market standards, and then the market just stabilizes over there. No one. So, of course, the real estate activity will keep going there because there's always a flow of investors, right? But then the price point will change. That's all. Okay. Tell us about the payment plan by Imar. Are they always the same 90/10? Unfortunately, that's a little steep. I do feel bad that Imar has a payment plan of 90/10. But then see, these big guys, Imar, Nakil, even Damak in a way, they're the ones who take care of the market, right? So the biggest problem, why was there depression in 2009? Because of speculators. Now, if the big boys don't take care of speculators, who will? Now, in an emerging market like this, the second there's a good market, That's when the speculators come in, the traders come in. They'll pick up the whole building for paying 10%, and then they try to trade it. So to prevent all of that, they kept these. If you can trade on 40%, and there's a 90-10 payment plan. It really restricts, it really helps to control the market. Amar Sujit. Imar announced redesign of the Creek Tower last week. Do you think the prices in Creek Harbor are going up soon? See, not soon, not soon. See, nothing happens fast. It's a process. Gradually, yes. Because right now people are not as familiar with that area yet. Shubha Heartland, Dubai Creek Harbor, people are not, even now, the most common destinations are downtown Dubai, Dubai Marina, JBR, Dera, Bur Dubai, Sheikh Zayed Road, Barsha, TCOM. These are the top areas even now. You cannot compare them to the extent even JVC. I mean, but slowly, people, and eventually, of course, it'll become again one of the best in any community of Imar. Tell me a bad community of Imar. I think like the let's say a bad community of Imar is, I mean, not bad, like something that a lot of people don't know about is a community called Mira. Even that is doing quite well. So it's any community of Imar is going to work out because they're the best master developers. They just are. I mean, I'm not even biased. I'm just being neutral. Why should I have a bias towards EMA? It's not like EMA. So it's funny. The other day, somebody was messaging me. This man must get perks from EMA, and I'm like, EMA is so big. I'm like this tiny prick in front of EMA. What would they give me perks? I would give them perks, like okay, but you get my point. Reggie Matthews, what do you think of Shoba Reserve? I think they should reserve it for themselves. No, Shoba Reserve. Are you talking about the villa? The villa community will be very interesting. It will be very nice. Forest villas are beautiful, very nice. If you're talking about Shoba One, that's a different story. But Shoba Reserve, the villa community will be beautiful. Will the announcement of Creek Tower shift price focus from sea to canal side? See, sea will never change. The value, see, it's like this is a very weird comparison, but like nowadays a big trend of lip fillers, cosmetic surgeries and all of that. Yeah, it's very trending, but original will always retain its value. Very similar situation, and original is an original. Like C is the C. There's no challenge to it. There's no question about it. And that's another reason why probably Imar isn't the original master developer. Right? They're the ones who made downtown. They're the ones who made Dubai Marina, Emirates Hills, Arabian Ranches. They know what they're doing. These new boys are not going to be able to challenge that. Experience takes time. I mean, yes, a newbie agent cannot challenge me. The other day, so one of the developers I spoke against of, they're calling my office and they're like, Omar, tell Zohaib to take the video down. Who is this guy? So the partners of the company were like, you know what? I challenge you. Have a live debate with Mohammed Zain. If you win the debate, I will take his whole channel down. But you cannot challenge. Because it takes time to earn that experience. And that experience, takes you highs, lows, down, up, ground zero, highs, blue skies, all the way up to the moon, all the way back. And that gives you that tenure. Imar has seen every market of Dubai. They've seen it all. So experience is experience. You cannot challenge that. Um, Rahmatulo Shamsiev. Walaikum Assalam, brother. Give us 5 townhouse and villa community as well as your thoughts in Dubai and Imar South Expo City. 5 townhouse communities. Number one, Valley. I love Valley. I live in Silicon Oasis, so I know the importance of that road. The Island Road is massive. It's going to make money. So I like Valley. Any other villa community that I like? See, if Shobha builds a villa community, like so next to Arabian Ranches, there's a plot. It's owned by Galatari, but Shobha is doing a joint venture. They're going to build this beautiful villa. I think it's going to be a very nice villa community. Al Barari, I love Al Barari. I love Al Barari. Arada by in Jumeirah Golf Estates because they're building contemporary villas. There's a shortage of contemporary villas in the market. Beautiful community again. Apart from that, and Arada is a decent developer as well. Right? So that's why I think that is nice. Apart from that, Nashama Township. I like Nashama. I think Nashama is very well done. So every time I go to Nashama, say I should like the community, right? I really enjoy Nashama. It's a bit the drive is a bit, but I think it's very nice. And what do I think about Dubai's Imar South? What do I think of Imar South and Expo City? See, Imar South is a Dubai Hills in the south of Dubai, right? The community is exactly like Dubai Hills, but it's the exact same problem I have with Expo City. I don't enjoy driving so much into like driving in nothingness. Like like I did not enjoy that drive. It was so boring. It was just desert. Why do I love Mina Rashid? Oh my god! When you come with me for an orientation, I'll take you to Anwa. I'll take you to a high floor, and I'll show you that side of Dubai. If if I don't make you say Dera looks like Italy, every client I've taken over there, they're like, and I'm like, "See, Dera looks like Italy from here. It's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. All that infrastructure is right there. I step out of Maritime City, it's Jumeirah. It's beautiful. I go to the right, it's Lamar. I go to the left, it's Mina Rashid. I go straight, it's Satwa Bur Dubai. I like that, that life should be there. There should be life. Okay. Is Valley for you far away from downtown by car? What about schools there? My son studies there. I mean, there in terms of from Valley in Silicon Oasis, there's a Gems Wellington. Academic City, all the universities are right there on Dubai Island Road. 22 minutes to downtown. 22 minutes, that's it. One road. And when Dubai Creek Harbor comes, Valley is going to be the first villa community closest to Dubai Creek Harbor and downtown Dubai. I've done so much of due diligence on this product that I really know it inside out. It's a fantastic community. I'm happy. Questions? No questions. I cleared all the questions. It's nice. I really enjoy these chats. I think YouTube. I made $10. I made $10. $10. $10. But did you enjoy the conversation? Brother? Did you enjoy the conversation? It's a good talk, right? Did I miss the point? Like the two launches coming, Greenside in Dubai Hills, and Avenue 5 Nubni. I'm going to celebrate the first super chat. Can I celebrate? Sorry, it's the boss. It's the boss. Okay, so I hope you. What do you think about the next phase in Rashid Al Marina? Because it'll be in the center where we don't have full city. Now that's the question. Good point. I don't know. I know there are going to be 4 to 5 buildings. I just don't know where. Sorry, 1 second. I have to just send this to my wife. If I don't do that, she will stop the live session. And it is milk. How did you know? Okay, so I don't know the location of the 5 buildings because see, Seagate was in the front. There are other 5 buildings right at the front. So that's what I'm waiting for because Sunridge, I know the location was behind, so I didn't do a lot of Sunridge. But So I don't know. I know there are going to be 4 to 5 buildings launch in the next 1 or 2 months, but I don't know what the location is. Saad Masood, is it easy to get mortgage for foreign buyers? Example, Canadians. What's required? 6 months bank statement, passport copy. Actually, in a funny way, it's easier for foreigners than for locals because we have to pass a credit check for you. There's something called a low document model. To get 50% is very easy. For a higher mortgage value, I mean, let's suppose you want 75%. Then there's a high documentation model, but for 50% there's a low document model. It's very easy for foreigners. It's easier than for locals, surprisingly. How did you pay me? So, this is what I should do. Mohammed Jawad, how can we arrange appointment for October? Creek Harbor and Valley are my investment ideas. Creek Harbor as an investment and Valley for me and my family. Um, my number. I'm gonna ask my guy to put my PA's secretary's number so she makes sure that everyone's attended. So I'll have two numbers. So let's say my number is the one ending 99991. Her number is ending 99992. So I'll make sure both the numbers are there. If you I will block my schedule. I'll just make sure note a point and make sure that it's done. Um, Also, your thoughts on Danub's. Don't do this. Rahmatullah Shamsiev, you have a lot of knowledge in Dubai real estate. This is I see that. Most probably you must be some top tier real estate agent over here because not everyone knows about that. But if you know, you know it's not the Lamborghini, right? It's like some Lamborghini's brother or son or something, Tonio Lamborghini or something. It's just. But do you understand the gig behind this? I mean, if you're into real estate, you do exactly, King. So, see, if you know the gig, so what is Fashion TV? Fashion TV for the name they get 2%. Same thing. Whoever this Lamborghini kid is, he gets 2%. There's no other relationship with with these brand names. It's a 2% relationship. That's it. That's the value of that relationship. It's not like an address that's built with a Ritz Carlton, a Hilton. These are brands that are built with time. It's all. Sahil Sheikh, new in Dubai real estate. How to call customers of off plan? Are you talking how to call customers for buying off-plan properties, or is it how to call customers who bought off-plan properties and convincing them to sell? Which question? So is it like a cold call? Like how will you call them? Like, good afternoon, sir. Like, is that if it's that call, how do you convince them for off-plan numbers? Numbers. That's it. See. There are many rich people in this world. The world is filled with rich people. And rich people are extremely busy because they're busy making money. They are willing to put money anywhere that makes money. Simple. It's very simple. But you need to have a solid plan. So as long as you put forth your solid plan to them, this is my plan. I'll make you this much money. Why wouldn't they work with you? Yeah, because you're making them money and they're not risking anything. So as long as you have a concrete plan, whether it's real estate, business, anything, you want to sell anything, just have a concrete plan. People will invest with you. Um, Sir, what is your impression for Arada and Armani? Sir, I am scared of giving my impressions because there is a certain number of lawsuits I can handle. Already all these Shobha, I heard, and, some senior people were like, how dare he? They're going to file a defamation case against him. But then they were like, oh, he did it on his private channel. If he did it on his company's channel, he would have filed a defamation case. So I'm getting a lot of. I mean, there's a limit. I want to work. I don't want to go for legal cases and all of that. Saad Masood, would you recommend any resale as well that could generate ROI and ROE? Or is it new builds primarily for you? Also, do you have a property management team you recommend? So, I'll tell you the resale. I think Peninsula, if you get it at a good price, it's definitely Peninsula, Creek Palace, Creek Edge. Creek Edge, people have taken high groups. Peninsula, Creek Palace, Grand in Dubai Creek Harbor. Valley, the ones that are coming, Kaya in Arabian Ranches 3, Kaya. So these are the kind of products you should pick up in resales, and you just take advantage. They really help. There are products, of course, there are products. The good ones, you'll always, you will make money, ROI and ROE. Okay, do you recommend a property management team? So I use Frank Porter because the British are really good at client relationship. They really know how to give that client experience. So I use Frank Porter if I'm looking at an Airbnb and property management, and then if I'm looking at corporate rental, I like Blue Ground. Blue Ground is phenomenal. I mean, Blue Ground should be used as a case study. So good, so professional. Like automate. Like if I'm going to Blue Ground property, I'll have a Blue Ground app. I just have to do on the app. Same like EMA. On the app, if I have any management requirement, boom, job's done. So Blue Ground for corporate rentals, and there's a company called Kennedy Towers. They've got solid connections. So these are the companies that I use. Top tier. You have to earn that respect. Have you, Rahmatullah Shamsir, have you also seen new product in JVC by Imtiaz called Luxor? You said something to share in JVC. It looked like LinkedIn product. I think it'll also be same, but quite close. In a funny way, I think Imtiaz is a lot of money. It looks really good. I need to study them. In a funny way, they are my neighbors. So exactly. So this is my office. My neighbor is Imtiaz, and I think they're doing a very good job. So it's definitely something. I wish they had a more international name, but it's okay. I think they're doing a very good job in terms of marketing. I mean, you've seen the board the hoardings in Sheikh Zayed Road itself must be costing them millions. So it's definitely something I will look into. Luxor by in JVC. I like this man. He's giving me a lot of ideas. Thank you for that. Where's my camera? Just note it down. I'll send it to my team. How is this new off-plan project Al Habtur Tower, Al Habtur City? See, the problem is the pricing. So there was this one series that I really liked, the ones facing the front, high floor, full sea view. This is what I wanted, but the pricing didn't match to my expectations. So the ones that I don't want are at a okay price, and the ones that I want are too expensive. So it didn't make sense to me. How can a client? How can a client trust an agent fully in order to buy a property in Dubai whether it's off plan? Please answer. How can a client trust an agent fully in order to buy a property whether it's off plan? You should not trust an agent. You should trust numbers. So that's why a property is a tangible asset. So you need to do your own due diligence. So understand the developer. That's another reason why I always say stick to the top tier developers. Understand the pricing, do your own due diligence, and then make a call. And in fact, in a funny way, no client just randomly trusts an agent. Clients are way smarter than what you would imagine. So they do their due diligence. A client never fully trusts an agent unless it takes time. It's like any relationship. It's like a business relationship, right? So it takes time, and after time, you start developing that trust. I had a heated argument with the client when I told him you are getting a kiddo golf player, not an 18 golf to showboat. I can understand. I got the worst part was when I showed Crest video and I showed Crest in real. I think they took that to their heart a little too personally. They were like, "How could you do this to us?" So that was pretty bad. And can you imagine? I had consultants tell me there was 18-hole championship golf course. I was like, "Please show it to me. Can you please kindly guide me to the place?" How many hours do you work in a day? 12 or 14? Hmm. So time now is 10 p.m. I don't keep count anymore. Uh, I'm a workaholic, but it's not in a bad way. I really enjoy my work and I really give time to family as well. Not as much, but I do. I do give time for family as well. It's my recharge. So when I do recharge, I go to family, and it's an upward market. You don't get such opportunities every day. So the next 2 to 3 years in Dubai is an opportunity for everyone to make money. So I'm here to make money for my family itself. So the next 2 to 3 years, I've explained to my wife that you need to give me this time. I'm very thankful to the Lord for allowing me to be in Dubai at this stage because finally, of all these years, I've worked for some of the biggest companies in Dubai, but all these years of hard work and difficulties, it's not been an easy journey. Nobody has an easy journey. And finally, I'm finally touch wood at the right place at the right time. So it's okay. If 2 to 3 years I have to be a workaholic, I guess it works. It's good for them. How much a realtor can work like you in Dubai? I'm not sure what the question is, M. Zanwar. Nadeem Sainuddin, what's your opinion about Bengati projects in JVC? See, Mr. Sainuddin, Bengati, there are about 2,000 one beds of Bengati in JVC. All of them are the same. So if you picked up something between 550 and 650, you will get a good ROI. You'll be able to sell it. If you picked up something at a higher price, you're stuck. Simple. Is there any specific framework that a consultant can adopt in order to make his investor more secure in terms of his investment? A specific framework that a consultant can adopt in order to make his investor more secure. No, it's just it's see it's extremely simple, right? Or in a funny way, when sometimes my agents buddy with me, right? And when they see how easy it is, they're in shock, for them. So I've seen new agents struggling, and for me, it's like walking in the park, because I don't know. I think I just resonate with investors. Like we, for us, it's just okay. Da 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 da. It's once it's a mindset. It's a mind frame. They connect with you intellectually almost immediately. With it. An investor connects with you immediately. There's an investor over here. I technically he must hate me. Because he transferred deposit from property, and then I'm like, well, yeah, I'm a bit busy. So it took so many days, and now but he loves me because we intellectually connect. We understand, we know what we're doing, we connect. So it takes time, you know because when you're straightforward and honest with your clients, they understand that. On top of that, you have all the documentation in place. It's very, very simple. So either you connect or you don't connect. Saimur Taluk there. The knowledge, insights, wisdom, and angles positioning of 15 years shown. Have a good one. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That really means a lot, sir. Matt, bro, what do you think about Ellington's upcoming launch in Jeddah? Is there a launch of Ellington? I think I stopped selling Ellington after Upper House, and plus when I saw Arborview, it was just a mess. So for me, so Arborview, when they were selling at 2,000 dirhams in Arjana, I was like, that's it. And why I stopped selling Ellington is because so one of my clients, he was like a very 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 senior person in Doha healthcare authorities, and he didn't get his SPA for 6 months, and it ruined. It really impacted that relationship. So after that, I stopped working with him. Um, Anand Shrestha, can you please tell us about bank interest rate service charges in UAE for mortgage and comparative analysis of the global market? That is intense. I'm going to take a picture of that. Okay. Okay. I should do that. So right now I think we're trading fixed is going at around 4.5 to 4.9%, 4.99%. The variable is towards 5.35. But even the 4.9% when the EBOR kicks in post 3 years, I think it'll go to 6.25% mark. I have to I'll compare it with the global market. I know Switzerland is a lot better, but let me. I makes sense. I will do something about that. Jamal Turner, what is the best investment for $200,000 in Dubai? For John, for John, good investment. Bruce Toffin. Any insight about how traffic will be managed? Hesse Street, Kudra Road, or so many. Bruce, I've been talking about this for the last 6 months now, Bruce. That 30,000 houses are coming on a street, on Hesse Street. All those agents, the entire army of like Jamak and stuff are like all attacking me now. So I don't know, Bruce. They're saying that, oh my God, they're going to do this and that. All the stories come in. And I don't know. I don't do streets, man. I'm that's why I'm like, for example, the road infrastructure is key. It's so important to understand the infrastructure around such developments, but the renderings are so nice. They spend so much of money in marketing that it looks like, oh, we're selling a piece of heaven. So please buy your piece of heaven at only this price. But eventually, when investors see heaven, reality kicks in. Rashid Akhtar, is coral reef in Damak good for investment? Hmm. Could be. Yes. Yes. A nice CPU unit will always be selling. It's a good investment. Um, Hannah Lee. Hey Zohaib, what's your take on Creek Beach units? The ones in the front are good. The ones in the back, not so good. Very tiny, they're around 1,000 square foot. So I'm not a fan of, these apartments where, let's say this is an apartment and this corner is a kitchen with no fitted appliances. That was a bit of a turn off for me. I don't like that corner thing. I like a proper kitchen. So um, that's why I didn't do a lot of Creek Beach. That's what I said. See, I'm not an EMA loyalist, and EMA also doesn't give me the right products. I take a back seat. So that was the only issue. But of course, if the units in the front, I like a low-rise community. It's good control of demand and supply. The ones in the front will definitely hold value. Vida will hold value, but I think the other side facing the Creek Tower will have more value. It's the same situation as downtown versus Old Town. Old Town has its own charm, but it never took the demand as much as downtown did. Um, Hello, Yash. How are you? Nice to meet you. Been a while. Creative Solutions. Where is Dubai in the property cycle? Where is Dubai in the property cycle? Ah, in the cycle. It's like here. It's here. Let's go. Guess. Welcome, Hannah. Cities. Cities. Good cities. It's been an hour. I've completely diverted out of topic. I wanted to speak about only two projects, but this is what happens in my live chat. I get so engrossed into all the questions, which I really enjoy. But thank you so much, guys. I actually have to make complete 3 reports and 8 videos, and I'm going to like boom all of it. The next 2 days are going to be extremely busy. I think God bless my wife for being so understanding. My son just told me that he's extremely upset with me, but we're going to go on a break after a few days. So the next 2 days are extremely busy because of these launches. I'm going to make, yeah, so 3 reports, comparative analysis, a macro comparative analysis, a specific comparative analysis, and a cash flow statement. I'm going to make these 3 reports and videos explaining them, and boom, shoot it out and send it across to all my investors, and hope we make a good buy on the 5th of September. Thank you for watching, guys. It's been amazing chatting with you guys. I really enjoy these conversations. Thank you so much.